So if you're sitting there, you're like, man, this is really bad for the superheroes. It can't get any worse than this. This book pretty much says, hold my beer. My name is Dorian. This is SCM Comics. We are continuing our coverage of Absolute Power with number 2. So our story starts off on Mora Island, which is where Amanda Waller keeps her supermax security prison for superheroes. Supervillains too, I guess. But yeah, right now, it's mostly superheroes. And then we cut to Washington, D.C. at Amanda Waller's Hall of Order, where she's meeting with her, I guess, top execs. And she's having like a little war council as we see a big, huge screen. And the majority of the superheroes that are in red have been caught. But as you can see, the Trinity is still free. So as long as those 3 are free, they got a shot. So pretty much Amanda Waller has a plan, and she's telling Brainiac Queen, you pretty much have been doing diddly squat, so I'm gonna need you to step up and do something. And I got the perfect person to go with you. But then she also talks to Dream and is like, and I got a job for you too. So then we cut to the Fortress of Solitude, and Superman is so freaking out about John, his son. Batman's like, you need to sit down and rest, because right now the only thing holding you together is that suit. So Batman's like, look, we didn't even know if John got captured. Oracle is trying to hack the system to see if she can find out. But with Cyborg pretty much being captured, it's a uphill fight to say the least. So they know they need to come up with a plan. But right now they're trying to decide on what to do. Aquaman's like, well, maybe I should come up with a plan. You know, I am a king. And Mr. Terrific's like, look, first off, this is Superman's house. Second of all, you're not the greatest of strategists, and so on and so forth. So then Mr. Terrific offered his services since he already leads the JSA. Batman's like, yeah, but you don't have the years of experience. And then one of them was like, stop. See, this is why we broke up the Justice League in the first place. Like, we can't even decide on what we need to do without arguing. And then all of a sudden, Nightwing starts to talk to everybody. He gives this really great motivating speech. Mr. Terrific's like, wow. Batman's like, that's my boy. And then he starts letting everybody know like what small teams they need to break up in and what they need to focus on. Pretty much this is a classic case of actions speak louder than words. People can say that they can lead, or you can just lead. So Superman starts to chime in and is like, since you're in the Force Solitude, I've collected weapons over the years that hopefully you guys can use, and me and Batman developed these tactical suits in case of this kind of emergency. So it seems like a superhero's got a plan. Like, everything seems to be moving in the right direction. You know, Aquaman's consoling Superman about his son, because if you read comics long enough, then you know Aquaman lost his son. And Aquaman's like, look, she captures superheroes, doesn't kill superheroes. That's not Amanda Waller's MO. And we're going to find John. But lo and behold, they don't got to look far, because John comes to them. And the Brainiac Queen turned him into something. And Superman is just freaking out. So Superman starts to run to John. Nightwing stops him like, Superman, wait. And then John hits him with something and everybody goes flying. So the Nightwing was like, all right, Teen Titans, go. Just like the show. Actually, he said Titans go, not Teen Titans go, because they're not teens anymore. But anyway, let's get back to it. So Superman's yelling at Brainiac Queen, and she's like, look, I seek knowledge. I found allies. I serve Mother Amanda now. Man, Mother Amanda, are you serious? She also brings up how Failsafe might have designed the Amazo robots, but she's the one that gave them life. And then she starts using her powers as she takes the weapons right out of the superheroes' hands. And then she really starts flexing the muscle as she takes out pretty much the Titans and a lot of other superheroes all in one swoop. So Superman's trying to reason with John. Dream shows up out of nowhere and is like, wow, Wonder Girl got messed up. And nobody's noticing me dream walking right now because of all the chaos. Brainiac Queen is messing with Plastic Man, pretty much talking about, now that your bones aren't elastic, it hurts now, don't it? So the Titans are starting to fight back, but then out of nowhere, an Amazo shows up and starts to drain their powers. Zealot comes flying out of nowhere and cuts this dude in half. And he just puts himself right back together like nothing happened. So Nightwing and Batman are looking at this like, yeah, we're like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know what else to say. So Robin and Aquaman are trying to attack the Brainiac Queen. Wally West is riding on a motorcycle or some kind of hover speed bike. and he has a shard of kryptonite. He tells Superman, look, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's any other choice. We're going to have to use it. Batman's trying to do something. All of a sudden, the Mazel robot comes and yokes him up and is like, hi, Batman. Failsafe made me. You made Failsafe. So, hello, Granddad. What fancy toys you got to try to stop me right now? And Batman goes, ultrasonics. That's in his gloves. They hits him with, and he goes, never call me that. And then Mr. Terrific and Blue Beetle all of a sudden see the Phantom Zone projector. So Dream is creeping around talking to Waller. Waller's like, you need to go get it. And Dream's like having second thoughts. We see Aquaman and Wonder Woman trying to take the Mazel robot, and I guess they got the Phantom Zone projector open. They're trying to put him into it. Superman is down there talking to John because he got weakened by the kryptonite. But it's not too weak, because all of a sudden he goes, you just need to join us, and he starts trying to assimilate Superman. And while all that's going on, Brainiac Queen finds the lost city of Kandor, which all of a sudden Aquaman's like, you want it? You got it. He breaks open the glass. He goes, what do you service dwellers say? In case of emergency, break glass. Like, it was so cheesy, it wasn't funny. But then all of a sudden, all these little Kryptonians start to attack Brainiac Queen. Wally comes out of nowhere, like grabs this thing to grab John to get him away from Superman. And Superman's still trying to reason with Wally, like, no, hold on, time out, bring him back. There are explosions everywhere. And Brainiac Queen's like, aren't you Kryptonians, like, don't like red sunlight? As she all of a sudden turns herself into red sunlight or starts projecting it. And pretty much takes out all the little citizens of Kandor. So Batman's like, damn it, that was our Hail Mary. Now what the hell we gonna do? Superman's like, Fortress, you hear me? Immediate self-destruct. But it's not too immediate, because they do a 10-second countdown. A lot of craziness is happening in this 10-second countdown. Like, Dream is pretty much double-crossing Waller. It's like, look, whatever you want to do to my family, it doesn't matter, because I can't face him, but I keep serving you anyway. All kinds of craziness goes down, and she gets caught up in the blast, and it looks like Brainiac Queen got caught up in the blast too. And then John, just for a split second, says, Dad. So Sarge Steele's like, so what did you have her even go after? Waller's like, she didn't get it, so there's nothing to talk about. And they're like, well, what about the super kid? And, because the Brainiac Queen looked like she got destroyed. Waller's like, she's a little more durable than what you think, as she takes control of John yet again. If you're wondering how many superheroes got caught in the blast, they all pretty much got away. So, and Waller knows it. But Dream is good and dead. How do you think Queen's going to take it? Talking about Green Arrow. And Sarge Steele's like, he's on a need-to-know basis. And this, he doesn't need to know. And they're like, well, what do you got him doing? He's like, I got him cataloging all the weapons that we got from the Justice League, because we don't know what most of that stuff does, but he does. As we see Ali looking at an hourglass, and he just goes, time's up. Now, normally this is where I would end the video, but I just want to say something really fast, because I don't say it enough. You guys really need to support your local LCS and the comic book industry in general. And I know most of you guys watching these videos do, but I leave out a lot when it comes to this stuff. Like, I don't read the whole thing, or I read the whole thing, but I don't tell the whole thing in the video. And I know a lot of you guys use these videos like they're supposed to. You read the comic book and then you get like another perspective, because that's all this is. That's what this channel is about. It's just to give somebody else's perspective on the comic that you just read, and then you guys, hopefully if you comment, give me your perspective. Like, that's what this whole thing's about. So, I know most of you guys do that, but yeah, don't use these videos as the end all be all when it comes to these stories, because it's not. No, your comic book that you read is end all be all. That's everything in there. Just wanted to kind of throw that out there.